Washington for Medic 5-4, Battalion 3, Battalion 4, and Mason 11. ALS response from possible stroke.
The citizens have elected to let us do a 6-year levy, and it's time for our renewal. The EMS tax is, generally speaking, can only go up to 50 cents per thousand. We are currently at 25 cents per thousand. We're the only fire district in Mason County, and probably the only fire district that I know of in Kitsap and Thurston counties that are currently not at 50 cents. We're the lowest around. We did a little survey between 2010 and 2015. We discovered that our assessments have decreased by 11%. We cover 157 square miles, a lot of territory. They had 5,000 calls last year. Of those, 77.6% of those are EMS calls. The apparatus is getting tired.
If the EMS levy passes, we're going to put the majority of our money towards replacing the ambulances. And when I say replacing, it's not going to be replacing the chassis and the vehicles 100%, but we're going to be remounting our ambulances. And that means picking up the square part of the ambulance, the back box, if you will, picking that up off of the chassis and putting it on the new chassis. That'll save us about half of what it would cost for a new ambulance. The fire department prides itself on fast response. And you saw in the first part of our little video here, the guys jumping in the rig and it not starting. Frankly, it's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment to me and it's an embarrassment to our staff. But unfortunately, it's a common event here. We have anywhere from 100,000 to 170,000 miles on medic units that are first out. We're asking the voters to increase our EMS levy from 25 cents to 50 cents to continue to operate at our current levels. Not at an increasing level, but at current levels.
I'm in charge of ordering all the supplies for our department. We spend roughly between $40,000 and $50,000 a year on just consumable supplies that we use on every patient, from trauma to medical. So our life packs are kind of an all-in-one box. Look at heart rhythms, measure oxygen, really expensive. We use them on almost every single patient that we come in contact with. Technology is ever changing and standards are always increasing. These machines cost about $40,000 a piece, but they meet every single standard that there is, and they're built to uphold standards that are predicted to come in the future. So we got these fancy new laryngoscopes. A new mandate in 2015 by our medical director says we have to have a device that basically has a video screen that'll assist us in inserting a breathing tube on patients.
Our gurneys are 20 to 30 years old, and it is definitely time to replace them. Gurneys should be able to hold up to 700 pounds, but ours bend and they have the potential to fail. In order to reach the current industry standard, we need 5 new gurneys, and those cost about $6,000 a piece.
EMS levy funds don't just provide money that go into ambulances for responses. It also provides money that go into programs such as our first aid CPR program. We provide classes every other month and also other classes throughout the community as requested. We also have a new program coming down the line in the next couple years, and that's our community paramedic program. And what that is a single paramedic goes out and helps people with non-emergent situations, such as the flu or a cold, or just something that you should be going to see a doctor for rather than the ER or getting a trip in an ambulance. Now let's put this in perspective. If the EMS levy passes for someone who owns a $200,000 house, it'd be an extra $50 a year or $4.30 a month. That'll be going to your ambulances and your programs to provide the care that you need and deserve.
Please vote.
Please vote.
Please vote.